Thought.
Hey guys, welcome to the Ham with
Jacob.
Andrew.
Ryan.
And Spencer.
That didn't sound stupid.
It's not stupid.
Okay.
If I don't want it to be stupid. So
What
Okay.
topics are we going to talk
Shut
about,
up.
Ryan?
First podcast, we're getting started. Okay, so, first off, politics, not kidding.
No.
Okay, no.
Religion.
That was our boundaries. Alright.
Aw.
You saying no to our topics that we talked about.
Pick a topic.
I said politics and you said no.
Do you want to go politics?
Yes.
Let's go politics.
Let's go politics.
Because we have Andrew the Republican, you the Democrat, and me and Spencer mid.
Just kind of.
What do you wanna talk about?
We're independent.
Let's put a wall around Mexico.
No.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Alright, so Trump is our first candidate.
Oh, this is going to be great.
What you see here,
I don't
Mr.
think-
Trump
Can we all agree
has
that
some
Trump's
fabulous
dumb?
hair.
Okay, no.
Trump is dumb.
Well,
Trump
Trump,
is
okay,
dumb.
okay. One way to look at it, Trump has okay ideals.
No, he doesn't.
And no, in terms of political correctness, I'm all for that.
Yeah, because you know people too.
Immigration,
How can you do
he's going old
Yeah.
school. He's going China.
Hey,
Let's
think
go
about
out.
this. Think
China's
about
not a
this.
bad example.
Let's-
China basically owns America.
Think about this. China put a wall around them, and how many Mexicans do they have?
They don't
Okay.
even vote.
Okay.
But how many Mongols
Okay.
do they have?
A whole lot.
Except
for the
Mongols.
So, from there, where were we going with that? Oh yeah,
It's
so,
corporate
okay.
America.
No, that's corporate America Christmas. Anyways,
That caused loud.
what the heck? Who's,
Pause.
who's blaring the bass?
They probably can't
Who's
even
ever
hear it.
outside?
Dropping the bass.
Whoa!
All right, electoral college.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
so my
Most completely
this is
crap
okay.
in the
This
world.
is my own little theory, and since y'all don't know our voices just amazingly well yet, I am Ryan. I don't know how well they agree with me on this, but basically how my theory goes is our voting is all just a show.
Oh yeah.
Who has the coins?
It's me.
Okay, who has? What car is
I would
that?
have seen who's blaring.
Okay, they're messing around the windows, and we're trying to figure
Oh
out
no,
what
that's
car.
actually the TV.
We're recording in the
Okay.
basement of our high school.
No, we
No,
aren't.
no.
Okay, anyways.
We're recording in my sex dungeon.
No.
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Anyways, back to what I was saying. I think our voting is all a lie because how they always see it on TV is it like whenever it's the elections, the runoff election. What?
Fix this stupid window. I hate that.
Do you have OCD or something?
Yes,
Shut
I
up.
don't like it when
You,
when
then
this light
fix it
going through.
yourself.
Tune back
This is
next
my-
week for
This
OCD.
is my vampire Leia.
Okay.
No lights allowed in.
Okay. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Whenever they have runoff elections, it always is like after it goes to the electoral college, they show it on TV and they're tallying the votes. And it's like 20 million people vote for this guy, 22 million people voted for this guy.
And the guy that
There-
only had 15 million wins.
No, but there's more than 40 million people in the U.S. I think Jacob looked this up when I was talking about this the other day, wasn't it?
Like there's over 300 million.
Yeah. So, my point is, you walk over to somebody, they're gonna say, "Yeah, I voted," but how come they only show that 40 million did? And it's always
They
like,
probably talk about it
it's-
just by
no.
state.
no, but it's always, dude, it's always like this guy got 59 or 51%, and this guy got 49%. It's never that close, and we know it. How I see it is that the electoral or our votes, they say go to the electoral college.
And they take it under advisement.
Yeah, as I've said, as I told them, I think our votes are like a recommendation. We're like, oh, yeah, you should vote for this guy.
What
And
are
they
you
will-
raising your hand if you want to talk? You just
Okay.
interrupt him.
So here's the deal. You can win. This is math too. You know math. Math.
Wonderful subject.
Talk.
You can win the popular's vote and not
lose.
win.
You can get like
You
20%
can
of
get
the population and still win.
2%. I'm not even joking here, guys.
This is-
2% of the vote and become president
It's
of the
not
United
2%.
States.
It's like
I would
20%.
like- I
would
Go
like to
watch
state-
PG Gray.
so-
He even talks about
Shut
it.
up. So basically,
Shut up, you.
No
I am
propaganda.
going back to my theory. I'm gonna throw your hat across the room. Back to what I
I
was
even
saying.
ran a hat.
Okay,
Thank
well,
you.
he threw it himself. Okay.
Oh my god.
So, now he's running to go grab it. Okay, so basically how I say this goes, it goes to the Electoral College, and they look at our votes, and they're like, well, they all recommend this guy, but I hate that guy. We're voting for this guy. And why I say that it's all a show is, like I said, we all know it's never that close when it comes to voting in any standards. I mean, like they say half of the southern states. I almost said half of the southern states. Anyways, half of the southern, yeah. Anyways, half of the southern states, or almost all of the southern states, are like, oh yeah, they're Republican, and almost all of the northern states are like, oh, them are Democrats. Well, you get faced with this thing where now there's people up here, and northern states usually have a higher population besides Texas, but I think New York is just about equal to, not equal. You know what I mean? Though. You know what I mean? They're close to Texas in population, which means that one little state up there is equal to this huge state in the south. So
Get a vote.
they
No.
And this is why
Dude,
a black man is president.
no. This is why I say northern states are. This is why I say northern states have more of the. Y'all are making those. Shut up. Okay, so
Hand off the talking stick.
no. Okay, so basically how I say this goes is they would definitely outnumber. They would definitely outnumber the southern states when it comes to population. So it gets down to this thing where it's basically who the electoral college wants. Because they say, like I said, our votes go to the electoral college. If you ask who's in the electoral college, oh, that's classified. We can't tell you that. Who's electing our presidents then?
It's corporate America.
Yeah.
Corporate
I mean,
America's
like,
taking our
would
country.
y'all shut
What
up?
is this corporate America?
You didn't have
Okay.
the substitute that we had.
Done with this.
No,
okay,
no,
politics
no,
are
we're
done.
not
I gotta
talking
tell the
about
story.
corporate America.
I gotta tell the story, guys. We might have
No,
this guy on.
No,
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
let
shut
him,
up.
let him tell the
Shut up.
story. Let
me
him tell the story, because it's funny, and they'll get the reference as to why we keep saying corporate.
Okay,
America.
guys. I'm not, saying this was right or anything. I'm not gonna say my opinion on it. Maybe
He's completely right. I'm kidding.
he is
But
100%
if I were to say my opinion,
completely right. But there's a sub named Bob.
No.
Let's call him Bob.
Just call him Fats.
it's because his last name
That's
is
what- that's
Marley,
what-
isn't it?
The-
Okay, this guy's name was Mr. Marley, and he came to our classroom. We have an AP World History class. He came to our classroom, and then really nice. He was really personable. He started talking about corporate America while singing his guitar, and so he's there
Well,
and he's singing
no.
his
He
guitar.
played
He's
a Bob
playing
Dylan.
his guitar.
He played a Bob Dylan song.
He played a Bob
Started
Dylan
talking
song.
about the Vietnam
Blowing
War.
in the Wind. Yeah, it was
Blowing in the Wind.
And
Oh yeah, I think I had this.
You had this guy.
okay, why is there screaming? What is that? Hold on.
They're watching a horror movie.
I told you
horror
we need
movie.
soundproof.
Finish it off, Spencer.
Okay, well you see,
Who?
we're
Just close the
Close
stupid
the door.
door.
okay.
It's shut.
See, he was talking about played his Bob Dylan song, not Bob Dylan.
You
Yeah, it
kidding
was
me?
Bob Dylan.
It was
Put it
Bob
in a
It
Dylan.
was Bob
beanbag?
Dylan.
Putting it on the wall.
That doesn't help. Put it
And
under
he
the
was
door.
talking about the Vietnam War and about conscriptions and military. And it was all making sense, talking about political views that he had,
But
which is
That's
he
not
is
game
completely
kids, it's
entitled
GameCube.
to.
GameCube,
Our
whatever.
teacher did not
I
leave
said
any
Game
work
Boy.
for us to do, so he did. So he taught us about a little bit of history and some political stuff.
And his own
And
points
then-
of view.
He brought up corporate
Intro-
America.
Okay, speaking
Quit
about
raising
this,
your hand, Andrew.
I'm polite. Okay,
No, just
my mama
say
raised
it.
me
It's a
right.
podcast. Don't
Okay.
be polite.
See, guys, here's the thing. What Spencer said, he didn't leave us any work. This guy right here, I just found this out from my mama, because my mama used to be a sub, and she knows all this stuff. And in the sub system. And so she heard that this guy has been kicked out of 8 different schools in our district and surrounding areas for throwing away teachers' assignments. So that day, we actually had an assignment. But this guy threw it away so he could talk about
doubt-
his corporate America.
I
now,
doubt he threw it away.
did he have a
because-
point? Yes, but he threw the crap away. That's what I heard
I
from my
don't think-
mama, and mama's
This is
always
really
right.
funny.
Well, I don't-
Obey your
Mama?
mama. Obey your
Mama?
mama. Hey, there's
Hey,
nothing wrong with calling your
see-
mama, mama.
See, this is what I think, though. I don't think that he threw it away because no matter what, we are an AP World History class. And
Hi, Mom.
Hey, and shut up, Andrew. And she did come back the next day, and she didn't mention any assignment. She's not like, oh, did y'all do that assignment that sub gave you? She didn't mention anything.
It's because
So-
she might have knew.
Because she
I
agreed
know.
with him.
She might have
Man,
She
I don't
came
know.
with this
But my
corporate
point
America.
is that I don't think he threw it away. And from what I can tell, he's a pretty straightforward guy. And I mean,
so that was pretty much it. I wanted to change to a different subject now.
But you know, he just brought up corporate America. We thought it was funny, so he just wrote everything.
He
in corporate
was-
America, whether it's true or not.
He was right about some of it, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Leave it up to you. Okay, I'm gonna change the subject now before this
Thank
gets
you.
really political because we got a Democrat in here.
We're already.
Shut up.
But seriously, I want to talk about this one subject.
No, Spencer, what have you done? We're gonna be on the news.
No, we're not.
Political correctness has gone too far.
Five
Just talk.
five of the only 10 people who's actually gonna listen to this just signed up. But that leads me into my next point. Fame. This
Why are
sucker
you
right,
laughing?
this podcast right here might make us millionaires, and this might be the very
No.
first one you listen to right now. You say, "Oh, listen to that ham
You look
thing."
like Steven Spielberg.
I do look like Steven Spielberg. Now, I want you.
And
He's
Jacob
got
looks
his
like a
glasses on,
faggot.
leaning forward, hat down. It's like, we gotta do this, and it's like you or Steven Spielberg right now.
This you
on
might be.
topic.
You might be.
Shut up.
Shush your face.
He's
Shush your
You're
face.
not even pointing at him.
Shush your face.
He's
You might
directing
be
his
listening to
first
this.
movie.
This is the first episode, so you might be listening to this for the first time. This is gonna be the first one you hear, and we might be
we're a bunch of faggots.
bunch of faggots. Okay.
Political
So,
correctness.
Political correctness, guys.
What? So I can't say faggot?
Yes.
stop saying that word.
That was created as an
We're
offensive
trying-
word, so yes.
It was.
We're trying to
So you
keep
can
this
say gay.
PG.
This is a
And I'm
message.
pointing towards.
This is a
towards us.
message to anybody at our
You
school
can say gay.
because
It could be a
unde-
compliment.
there's no doubt that every single one of us is going to go to school sometime in the future after this gets uploaded and say, "Guys, look at this podcast." To every single person who actually
Well-
did that, thank you.
well-
Please compliment us. Don't say it's horrible. Compliment us.
No, give us some actual clear.
Give us some clear-
criticism.
Unless
Only
it's
do it in the
bad.
comments. Don't actually say it to our
Leave it in the
faces.
comments.
Yeah, don't be
Compliment us to our
offensive.
face. Leave the crappy stuff in the
And
comments,
leave
okay?
racism and political correctness
Racism at home.
issues with
At
me.
home.
To me.
Speaking of racism, that's fair game, right? Like we can make.
Don't
See,
be
hold on,
racist. That's
hold
all.
on, hold on,
That's
hold
all
on,
we
hold
need
on,
to do.
hold on. I want to say one thing that I do
It's gonna be
think.
bad. It's
No,
gonna be bad.
no.
It's
I
Republican.
want to. No, I'm not. I'm not Republican. That's him.
Yeah, I'm a
Anyway,
He's a
Republican, guys.
Republican.
No,
You're bringing him into it.
no, I'm not. I'm bringing up.
Donald Trump into it.
Ben Carson 2016.
Stop it.
No, Ben Carson's
Ben
an
Carson all
idiot.
the way.
He's a complete idiot.
Okay.
He's a freaking neurosurgeon.
Anyway, so
He
basically,
doesn't even know how to be a neurosurgeon.
shut up.
Oh.
Okay, so basically,
Well, so you want Hillary Clinton, huh?
She
Better than
lied
two
about Ben
idiots.
no,
Carson.
she's not.
She
Have you read her
lied.
emails?
Okay.
That's what I thought.
Just in case you don't know about that, she deleted her email, so you can't read her emails. That was a joke. Thank you.
Okay.
I think they know.
Anyways, that is me clapping. By the way, I'm sorry about that. That is not like
We all been clapping.
that's not a gunshot or anything.
Yeah, I don't live in the hood.
Spencer.
My preacher could be listening to this.
Spencer is clapping his stomach.
That's totally what I'm doing.
You are. Get away from me. Okay. Anyways,
Why'd
Do
you
you
make
see
it
back-
the
different?
spikes you guys are doing?
we are 13 minutes in and I haven't gotten finished my little thing. Okay. So
Okay.
basically, my view on racism is people won't think you as like people are always so scared of being classified as a racist. People won't classify you as a racist if you're straightforward with them. And my theory about this, comedians are universally loved. Even in the Middle East, Jeff Dunham went over there and did Ahmed, and nobody got mad at him. So it's one of the shut up, not yet. It's one of those things.
Give
if
him
you-
5 minutes.
it's one of those things that if you're straightforward with it, I don't think people will get mad at you. And people, you're trying to censor yourself against people who don't need your protection. It's like one of those things. Instead of saying black, people say African American, and you're
It's
censoring.
just a fact that that person is black.
Yeah, like you're censoring
It's
yourself.
totally understandable.
Well, you're censoring yourself for someone who doesn't, like I said, need protection. They're completely fine with that. I mean, I call my friends black all the time. Or I have a black cousin even, Lamondre.
I mean,
Anyways,
okay.
so yeah. Anyway, so it's like all of these things,
Until
like people
15th
are
minute.
people are always just so protective of just what you want to say, and it's not necessary. People won't care if you're straightforward with them about it. Now, if you're being a straight up racist, you run up, you're like, yeah, this, you know.
This freaking nigger over
No,
here.
no, Spencer, no.
See, no, that's an example of racism that I did not mean at all.
Yeah. Yeah, don't run up to somebody and be like yelling at their face something like some profanity. But it's, I mean, as long as you're straightforward. I mean, if you're like, oh yeah, look, there's a black guy over there. He's not gonna get mad at you.
Well, he might.
No, he won't.
There's some people who
It
could.
depends.
If they're extremists, then maybe, but it won't.
It's
Okay,
straight to make
darling.
him
It's his
offended,
no-
really.
Yeah.
Okay, darling.
He's waiting
He
5
should be
minutes.
This-
Let him speak.
black.
All right.
this is mine until the 85th minute.
No.
Paula Dean, you all
Yeah,
know
let's
her,
God
Dang
dang
it.
the butter person. She says one little N word in the 60s, and she gets so royally screwed, and everybody and their
PG.
brothers. It's not a bad word. It's talking about like nails and screws. Okay. Okay. So everybody and their brother goes crazy about this. She gets kicked off her own show,
Like the
but
thing- it's kind of like the thing with Hulk Hogan just here recently,
Yeah,
like 2 or 3 months
but
ago. Back in like
Chris Rock calls every white person a cracker and
Oh,
makes
yeah.
fun of them, and it's funny. I'm sorry, Paula Dean. Do I like her butter? I love her butter. But see, that's not the point. Just because she says an N-word in the 60s, guess what, America? Everybody said the N-word in the 60s. Everybody says the N-word now. Get over it. Am I condoning this? No. But she shouldn't lose her job over it. I mean, come on, America.
Another thing that I heard from a comedian, actually, it was a white comedian.
Can we get
this
off the
time. No, hold on,
comedians?
hold on, hold on. One more
No,
thing.
no.
White comedian, though. He was, he's up on stage, and he said, I hang out, as you probably guess, he's really white, by the way. He's really pale. He said, I hang out with a
White
lot
people?
of white. He said, I hang out with a lot of white friends. Well, I do have a few black friends, and they always call themselves the N-word. And I'm like, okay, well, that's your own little territory. You can stay there. But then he come over to me, and he goes, what's up, my cracker? And I said, no, you can't call me cracker. You have to call me crack. You're being racist. And it's like, he'd meant it all as a joke, clearly. But it's one of those things, it's like, that really breaks down what's going on right now. It's one of those things like, I mean, it's got to be a two-way street. They act like white people are the only people who can be racist. I had an Asian girlfriend, and I've heard Asians talk to each other. That is not gonna go well.
Jacob, your opinion?
No, I'm not bringing my opinion to this.
Spencer, your opinion?
I think what everybody's trying to say here is, if you're just talking and it's in a friendly manner, it's not really racist. Racist is when you get to hateful speaking, insults, all that stuff, because of their skin color and where they come from.
Which, quite honestly, in this day and age, sure it exists some places, but I mean, we're all in the South right now. Like, we record, we live in the South. Where we live, primarily white community.
South of
Shut
Switzerland.
up. Shut up.
Switzerland?
Primarily.
Switzerland.
Shut up and listen. Primarily white community. No one's
South of
racist in school.
Switzerland is
The
Italy.
only people, dude, shut up.
You're not even
I get that
talking.
you're a geography buff, but shut up. Okay.
Nerd!
Anyways. So back to what I
Dude,
said.
I played D&D. That's
The only people
It's
who
insulting me.
hold on, the only people
It's insulting to nerds.
Well, I play
the only,
chess.
the only people who
Get on
really
topic.
shut up. The only people who really find things as offensive here. A loud motorcycle. Anyways, the only people who really find anything offensive here is people who are overreacting, and it's just because that's how they've been raised to perceive things. It's just like, well, white people are always racist. No, we aren't. Half the stuff we say is in a joking manner, but you hear it out of context, and it's one of those things. And yes, it probably shouldn't be said, but at the same time, you shouldn't flip out about it. I mean, if we were like if we were pointing at somebody like, okay, I'm just gonna be blunt with it. If I'm standing with a bunch of my friends and we're pointing at a black guy and being racist, yes, you have a right to be mad. If we aren't though, and we're just making jokes, just back and forth, and we get dark, we'll put it like that. We get dark, and it's one of those.
It's more than dark.
Shut up. But it's one of those things like, I understand why you would flip out about it, but at the same time, if we're looking at each other, not paying attention to our surroundings, like if we didn't see you walk up and you take offense to something, that's your fault. You gotta be just honest. And people overreact to it for no reason, in my opinion. It's gotten ridiculous.
Okay, Ryan's talked for like 80% of this, so let's give it to another
Well,
person.
no one
who,
else
Let's
who wants to
change the
bring
topic.
who wants to bring up subject?
I've been told that I am like a white Morgan Freeman.
No.
Okay, Jacob, do you want to
Just
bring up a
kidding.
topic?
I've never been
you want-
called that.
okay,
I wish I
Let's
was.
talk about Donald Trump again.
No, let's not talk about politics anymore. Never mind.
I mean, he
We
does
wanna
have
talk-
some pretty
hey,
fabulous
What else are we
hair.
going to talk about?
Where does Donald Trump
No religion.
get his hair?
History.
first, huh?
History.
Let's talk about
Uh,
history, guys.
Oh,
Hold
that's
on.
very great.
History. Islam and Christianity. Go back to the roots and explain why that's wrong, why they're even fighting us.
Huh?
Wait, what the
Islam and Christianity, they
the whole reason they started
Shut up.
fighting
No,
was because the
Islam-
Byzantine Empire
dude.
wanted.
Christianity and Islam, no matter what, we worship the same God in a different way.
No,
Yes.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
technically,
They view
the-
Technically-
no. They
Shut up,
view,
Jacob.
They
Different.
view Jesus as a prophet. They view Jesus as a prophet. We view him as a Messiah.
That's
Back-
basically the only difference.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of difference,
what we-
guys.
The
I'm.
way- the
let's-
way we
let's
go
Okay.
about it.
Okay. Okay.
There's
Let me
no,
say
besides,
something. Let me say
besides
something.
cultural differences, like the fact that we have churches.
It's not just cultural differences.
No, listen. We have churches that we need to go to, or that we go to, but we don't have to be there. That's what I mean. Like they, as one of their 5 pillars, I think it is pilgrimage to Mecca, isn't it?
You just went over Islam. How do you not remember it?
He said it right.
It's the
He did
5
remember it.
pillars.
Okay,
That's
guys,
what I
let's not
said
bring up
then.
religion. Let's not bring up religion.
Let's just get off of this.
Let's
is
get
not
off of
This
this.
isn't. Hey,
Because
this.
I got my opinions,
But
and
before we
yeah.
before we get off this, I just like to point out one thing: the whole belief that all Muslims are just members of ISIS and they're all just gonna be suicide bombers
Yeah, that's
is
wrong.
complete bull crap.
That's wrong,
And
and
because-
I believe that we shouldn't judge based on that. But there is a
It's always
lot, as a
ridiculous.
Christian, there is a lot of difference between Jesus and Muhammad. Okay, so let's like, no,
Oh, you mean,
Muhammad.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Really?
No, I thought he was gonna talk about God for a second. So
No, God, Allah just means God.
Yeah,
I have no
know,
problem
that's
with
why,
that.
That's what I thought you were getting at, and then that's why I tried to correct you.
They're
I
worshiping
was
the same God per se, but a different.
type of
They
One
go about it
worships
differently.
prophets and one worships Savior. And go Jesus. Let's change the subject.
Yeah, let's change the
Okay,
subject.
that was
guys.
the worst way you could have ended.
That was like
that was
that was
pretty
pretty bad.
Continuing on.
No, we're off the subject.
Republican, radical. Let's go.
Okay, Republican.
No,
right?
no. I meant like
no.
you're
Back off.
radical.
Back off.
I meant that you're Republican and you're
Hold
radical.
up.
Let's go talk. How about we
The
talk
radical
about World War
Republican.
II? That's a better subject. World
What
War
is
II.
Okay, our
World War
school
II.
teaches
What-
way
what
too
were
much
we
World War
talking
II.
about?
We need to start learning about the real crap instead of World War II. I mean, seriously.
We haven't even
guys.
covered World War II yet.
Well, like in past units,
We're gonna cover it for like
our younger schools should cut out history.
I'm
Not
too
all
deep.
of history, but should cut down and
No,
make
just
less
go
of
away.
history, more of math and science.
Honestly,
No.
in today's
So
time, when in a job interview are they gonna be like, who run the Byzantine Empire back in whenever? You don't. That's not gonna come up anywhere.
But they
You need
will
to know
ask you
your
about math
mistakes.
stuff.
You need to know the mistakes of the past to not continue.
Oh,
to
that's a
Jacob,
bunch of
Jacob,
bullcrap.
Why are we?
That's a bunch of
Okay,
bullcrap.
hold on.
Why do we
Jacob,
learn
Jacob,
about
hold
the
on, hold on,
Stone
hold on,
Age?
Hold on. Jacob, I want to point this out. That saying's been along for a long time. You learn from the past and you learn from mistakes and don't make the same ones. We've made the same ones over and over again, and yet everyone learns history.
Even history teachers and professors will say that learn from history thing is just a little bit of propaganda. It's, I mean, that has, I mean, yes, we need to learn history, but we need to learn more about math and
I
science.
mean,
That's the
obviously
big
they
thing.
didn't learn anything from World War One because they had a second one.
Well, they
And
learned.
we almost had a third one in a nuclear domination with the Cold War, so we need to really cut out
I thought you were gonna bring
the.
up North Korea, and I'm like, they were nowhere close to building a nuclear
Shut
bomb.
up, not now.
No, it's so too soon.
Take us on! You can't touch us, North Korea!
Bring it, USA, USA, USA.
Shut up, you two.
Well, we're gonna have to mute some of the audio. Anyway, not really, but anyways, back to
Will that be too loud for the people?
no.
If that is the
Back
That's
on-
fine. They
okay.
can turn down their volume.
Okay, let's get back to another topic because everything that we get seems to turn political or.
Let's just
It
go
either,
with
it,
everything.
either
has to do with
it
politics.
leans to our two boundaries that we talked about. We talked about not crossing too much into political, and we
Let's talk about
talked about
crossing.
not leaning too much into religion
We said no religion,
Or-
but we just said,
or
nah.
racism. That was another thing we talked about.
We
Not
brought
li-
up how
we-
racism.
We so far
is-
haven't
Yeah.
followed those guidelines in the slightest.
We want to
Yeah.
clarify that
Well,
we are
that's the
not
thing.
racist. We love all races and sexes equally. Except men are better, thank you.
Stop it!
Andrew, be
And-
quiet.
I'm just kidding, guys. We love all sexes and races.
Well,
Separations.
we're not
Yeah,
saying
as
that.
a man, you
What
can't.
did you say?
By the way,
I'm-
as a man, you can't say you like men more than women. Just.
I'm just.
We
Wait,
are all
okay,
straight.
okay.
We are
Well,
straight, wise,
now-
white males.
Just go away.
Now I'm
go
asking-
back there.
Just
Go-
forget
go sit in
everything
the
he
corner.
said.
Go
He's
sit in the corner.
he doesn't know what he's talking
including
about.
what I said. I'm apologizing.
No, they don't know what they're talking about. Just
Well,
forget
I
that
know what
stuff.
I'm talking about. I'm just talking
Yeah,
about
whatever.
No, you sit
Just
in the corner.
forget it.
Go to your corner.
Forget it.
He's
Think
just
about
gonna-
what you've
he's-
done.
He's just gonna
Put
put
the
down
gun
the
down.
blaster.
Okay.
Okay.
Sound awful.
Put the gun down. It's like, it's like
It
put
was
the-
a toy gun.
Hey, it's like put the
It was
gun
a
down.
toy.
It's like put the gun down, and all of a sudden you just hear Jacob go. It's like, oh god.
Put the gun down!
Stop!
Let's get
Buddy, where did you put the lube?
on topic in the slightest.
Jacob, what's this in your closet?
please. The closet is.
You could tell there's no women in here. This would be run a lot better.
Alright, sorry. Okay, back on topic, Spencer, quit messing with your belt.
What
That's very-
topic are we on?
That's very
I
disconcerting.
don't know what to say.
Okay.
Put the snake down!
He just,
That ripped off perfectly.
he ripped his belt out.
Like, I literally
Okay.
saw it.
Can we get on a topic, guys?
Some topic. Pick one.
guys,
Being closet
uh,
at least.
Guys, back in when it gets up to close to 2025, Spencer's trying out for the new Magic Mike movie. Be sure to watch out for that.
Let's talk about Ben Carson.
We have to
That's
have a
always
fake
something fun to talk about. Ben
Hold
Carson.
on,
Ben Carson
And then we're
2016.
Talk to
really-
Spencer real quick.
Okay, I wanna say
Ben
something.
Carson
I wanna say
2016, really?
Yeah, okay.
Have you heard the boy?
Okay,
Have you heard him
listen.
speak?
Okay.
And it's like in my.
Here's the thing about Ben
There's
Carson.
things
This country.
that have
the-
left this person's mouth.
Okay, sorry.
Be
okay.
respectful, you Democrat. Now,
Shut up.
this country is in some terrible shape. This is America we're talking
It's
about, not
corporate
Switzerland.
America.
Corporate America. We don't need a politician anymore. We need someone outside spectrum, and maybe he'll be a bad
If you say
president.
Donald Trump,
Maybe
I
he'll.
swear.
No. It's Ben
Right,
Carson.
no.
Maybe.
Ben Carson doesn't know what he's talking about.
No one running right now knows what they're talking about. There's no good candidates right now, and no matter what,
We need George Washington back.
Yes.
no, he was radical too.
This country's screwed, guys. I'm sorry.
Gotta
I mean, that's
point
the
that
that's the point of
Abraham
it.
Lincoln.
Lincoln is one that I can agree.
Franklin Delano Roosevelt. He put us out. He got first depression.
Speaking like a true Democrat.
We need Reagan.
No.
We need Reagan.
Reagan smash.
See,
Okay.
this is the thing about Jacob here. I'm not stereotyping. This isn't all Democrats, but sweet Jacob here will say, FDR was a great president, but
Yes, he
Reagan
was.
was not. See, FDR was not a bad president. He wasn't. I'll admit that. As a Republican, FDR was not a bad president. But Reagan was also a freaking good president. But see, this
He made a
Democrat
good
here,
job here down
and
there.
this brings up to another point. Just because you fall in a zone of feminist or not feminist, or Democrat or not Democrat, or racist or not racist, that's probably a bad example. But just because you fall under one category, like I'm a Republican, I'm not going to say all Republicans were good and all Democrats are bad. No. See,
Politicians are doing.
yeah, politicians just suck
See,
all
at
around.
this point,
Republican or
politicians-
Democrat.
At this point, politicians are just who can lie the best.
If you're a Republican,
With the video, we're just making
admit
fun
that
of
there were some good
politicians.
Democrats, Democratic presidents, and if you are
Oh,
Democrat, admit that there
we
were
are,
some
but we
good
don't know
Republican
what to talk
presidents.
about. Hey,
Because overall, this
on a-
country sucks.
Touching me.
on a brighter note, Fallout 4 comes out Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, good.
I think we should all be
Oh,
happy about
backwards
that.
compatibility comes out
The
Wednesday.
12th.
Let's
No,
talk about
fuck
nerd
you.
stuff
12th.
now.
Star
No, it
Wars
comes out the
movie's coming out
12th
in like
at the
a
same.
month.
It comes
No,
out.
backwards compatibility. I looked. You want me to look it up on the computer right
It
now?
comes out the 12th with the new user interface, doesn't it?
No.
Okay.
Let me look it up. I've
I
looked
have
this thing
no-
up 20 times.
I have no. I have no hope. Everything's gonna crash.
Knowing our luck, this all audio is probably going to crash or something, so...
Yeah.
If you made it to the end
Okay.
of this, thank you very much. I need a
So-
girlfriend.
So we're running out of time here, so we're just gonna.
No, we aren't.
No,
We're gonna
we
keep
don't.
talking.
We have when we
How
talk
long are we gonna go?
Longer
until
than
we
that.
decide to shut up.
Next week on the Ham Podcast.
No,
Shut
shut up.
Wait, are
We're
we
having
ending
fun.
this? Are we ending
No,
this?
we aren't ending it.
Oh, it does say the 12th.
Yeah. New,
Every
same,
other side I've said the 11th.
same day as the user
Spoken like a
interface.
true Democrat.
Hopefully next time we're gonna have
What
a
do you think
camera
about
so you can
Democrats,
see all
boy?
the
I
shit
did
we're
not-
doing. We're doing
See,
in the
the one you just
background.
said.
I did not
This
have
is bringing
sexual
up another
relations
point, because, see, I was being wrong there. Democrats, I don't agree with, but they're okay. Republicans, Jacob doesn't agree with, but they're
I did
okay.
not have sexual relations with that woman.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
How about we
Sums
pull up
up
something
sums
else?
Sums up all politicians and their lies.
I would have, but
From the
I
Electoral
now-
College to
I'm
Monica
sorry.
Lewinsky.
But I
we
did
did
not.
go from the electoral college. to
Stop talking about my Monica.
This has just got bad.
Bill
This is
Clinton.
just got bad.
Stop it.
This just got really crappy.
We should just end it now.
Let's just end it now. Next week on the Ham Podcast, we're going to talk about other stuff. If you made it this far, thank you very much. Even though you probably won't and nobody's going to listen to this, but thank you very much. As for now, it is Andrew.
Jacob.
Ryan.
And Spencer.
Thank you.